What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this podversation. Larry Reid. I haven't talked about him in a minute, but I haven't forgotten about him. And I just am so disgusted by this foul raisinette that has so much audacity and gall to brag about the blind followers that are giving him money and views, knowing his views on older people having relations, and not even relations, taking advantage of those that are younger. And when I heard something that he said that maybe the followers are not aware of, I was just so disgusted. This is a man who uses the name of God, uses the church as a grift, selling prophecies. His mentor is someone that sells prophecies. I heard that he and his mentor had a conference in Atlanta where they were charging people $4,600. What were they getting at this conference? Who are the idiots that were paying this much money to go see these people? $4,600? And he does so much and shares the things that he shares that are so connected with being gay, but refuses to say that he is gay, because it's so ridiculous with some of these people, which the majority of them are women or gay men, but the majority of them are women that follow him. But for the women that follow him, I believe that as long as he doesn't say he's gay, it's okay. So he won't say that he's gay. Because I heard that he asked his followers, would it be okay if their pastor told them that the male pastor, would it be okay with them if their male pastor told them that they like to get a little penis every now and then? And the majority of them said no. That was a survey, okay? For him, that was a survey. He was trying to read the room to see, maybe now in 2024, it'll be okay for me to just come out, step my toe out of the closet a little bit more, to say that, well, you know, I'm not gay, but I'm bisexual. But this man has admitted that he has taken a penis, he's given a penis to men. And we have heard audio of him saying that he has had his schlong in somebody's butthole and has released himself. Disgusting. Equating it to something spiritual. It's just so, he's disgusting. I don't know how anybody could follow him. And then when the gay for pay guy, Lester Peltier, who came out and did an interview with the officialkingpain on his YouTube channel. He did an interview with Tasha K on her app, the Tasha K Live app, and he shared the things that he shared. And he has said that Larry Reid arranged a marriage for him with someone else, with a woman, which is illegal. You're not supposed to be doing that. For him to be legally here in the United States so that he could have access to the guy and sleep with him whenever he felt like it. Okay? Why do people continue to follow him? But not only why do people continue to follow him, why his mentee, who was coming out here and windmilling for Larry Reid, every waking moment something came out that was scandalous or salacious, was baffling my mind. And so recently I learned that the mentee is pissed off at Larry Reid, and we know why. But I want to play a little clip. This is from the Official Kingpain YouTube channel. The video is really long. It's over 4 hours long, but there's a lot of information to unpack in there, but I'm just going to share a couple of clips from the video because Larry Reid connected with another content creator. I think he's mainly on Facebook. And the guy, he speaks so slow. And so when I heard this conversation between them, I was like, I think this is the fastest that I've heard this guy speak. His name is William McCray. I believe at one point in time, I don't know if he still goes by it, but he went by Obnoxious, and he had a blog where he would be exposing people in the church. Okay. Now I've heard King Jives talk about William McCray a number of times before, and listen, this guy and Larry Reid, they had a falling out, I guess, at one point in time. Just giving a little bit of information about this. I don't know a whole lot about William McCray, but I do know that him and Larry Reid had a falling out. I think it had something to do with the genre of information that they typically are talking about, which is from the church community and the scandals and the salacious stuff and the exposés and whatever. But this guy said that Larry Reid's mentee had something and Larry Reid didn't check him on that. So now the mentee is upset, and I guess the mentee is not wanting to have anything to do with Larry Reid for now. I'm not going to say anymore, even though the mentee is saying anymore, but we'll see what tomorrow brings, because they were saying that Larry Reid and the mentee were in physical communications with each other, if you know what I mean, and that he was buying stuff for the mentee and just really supporting him financially. So I don't know what's what. I just know about the things that people have been saying and what I've heard. But I want to play these few clips because when I was talking about Larry Reid before, and Larry Reid was out here talking about Bishop T.D. Jakes and how Bishop T.D. Jakes was grooming his mentor's son, prophet, this is what he calls himself, I'm not saying he's a prophet, Prophet Manasseh, and how Prophet Manasseh was going to be filing a lawsuit and all of this other stuff, and it seems like that has gone quiet and cold. I'm wondering if any money was exchanged, or I'm wondering if a cease and desist letter was sent and threats of litigation from the Jakes camp and the Potter's house to Larry Reid. I don't know. I'm interested to find out, because I just felt like it was so hypocritical for Larry Reid to be out here with all of these things that he was saying about T.D. Jakes. Not saying T.D. Jakes is an innocent person. And listen, I'm not talking about not innocent in terms of that stuff, because I don't know that to be the case. But I'm talking about on other fronts. I'm not here for T.D. Jakes. But I felt like it was hypocritical knowing the things that were out there about Larry Reid and all of the litigation that he has been going through. And also, I feel like a lot of the lawsuits that he has filed against other people have been to threaten them, to shut them up, shut them down, to break them financially in the court systems, because a lot of people will do stuff like that. And he strikes me as the type of person that does stuff like that for the sake of, oh, you're talking about me, you're saying this about me, well, I'm going to show you, I'm going to sue you. So now you're going to have to come out of pocket, getting an attorney and spending money dealing with this in court, because he brags about how much money he's got and how much money he's making. But if the people stop supporting him and stop watching him, he wouldn't have it like that, right? So I do believe that he uses the church as a grift, because it's a covered institution under the tax code, where he doesn't have to pay taxes on a lot of things, and he can use a lot of the trips and other expenditures that he is doing as for the ministry, if you will. You know what I mean? When he's out here allegedly renting these houses and putting men up in these houses for his sexual rendezvous and all this other disgusting things. I'm just like, ugh. But I want to play these clips because when I heard this, I was like, ugh. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So let's just go ahead and get into these clips.
As having done this, do you feel vindicated?
That part.
Or do you feel that it will, in some kind of way, vindicate you somewhat?
No, I don't feel like. I feel like on the internet, when it comes to social media, what matters is the salacious of the story, and people just believe what they want to. Like, there was some rumor that I had HIV. Then I just started at 19, and that I was.
Which they've been saying I was gonna die in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, but this is what I did. The blog, The Conscious TV. We do the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge. So we always get blood.
See, he do have it. See, he does have it.
Who you talking about?
What is this Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge? I ain't never heard no shit like that. Take your vitamin C. Eat some oranges.
Cause he's but it don't.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's about conscious?
Yeah.
Okay, now. I can't be involved.
But kind of way.
That I had HIV. Then I just started at 19, and then I was.
Which they've been saying.
I'm sorry, it's being weird.
Or do you feel that it will, in some kind of way, vindicate you somewhat?
No, I don't feel like. I feel like on the internet, when it comes to social media, what matters is the salaciousness of the story, and people just believe what they want to. Like, there was some rumor that I had HIV. Then I just started at 19, and then I was. Which they've
been saying I was gonna die in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, but this is what I did. The blog, The Conscious TV. We do the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge. So we always get blood.
See, he do have it. He does have it.
Ooh. You talking about? I don't want to get into that.
Your friend Conscious, he's but
no, I don't want to get into that. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, now. I can't be involved
in
that conversation.
Hey, I'm a hush.
Yeah.
I'm a hush. Forgive me because I know that's your friend.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
My friend is a great guy. So, he
drugged me, baby. He drugged me for filth.
I heard about it. But we want friends then.
Right.
You heard about it or you told them to do it?
So
I had that wide brim, green and navy blue and white hat on, cocked to the side when we fell out. See,
what is that boil? That's a boil on William McCray lip right up under his nose. Y'all see that? Fat ass boil. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Turn the camera off. Why does it keep muting?
Yeah.
I'm a hush. Forgive me because I know that's your friend.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
My friend is a great guy. So, he
drugged me, baby. He drugged me for filth.
I heard about it. But we want friends then.
Right. Because we had fell out.
Right.
We had fell out real good.
Yeah. So
I had that wide brim, green and navy blue and white hat on, cocked to the side when we fell out. See, I remember everything I had on and when we went in.
Yeah.
But no.
But
you know what, you all that are listening, all joking aside, this gentleman was a very good friend, gave me a number of pointers, told me and
yes, friend.
showed me.
Wig TV.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there. Listen, that was a conversation that William McCray and Larry Reid, they were having on, I don't know if it was on Instagram or Facebook or what, I don't know. But William McCray called out Larry Reid's Mentee, Conscious TV, to say that he has the package, he has the high five. And Larry Reid, he was like, oh, Conscious? Oh, well, I don't know anything about that, but, you know, he's a great guy. But if people were out here saying that Larry Reid had the high five, Conscious would be doing 3-hour live videos out here giving a breakdown as to why Larry Reid does not have it. Okay? And so the Mentee CTV is pissed right now. Now, I was going to try to play a couple of clips from CTV's response to Larry Reid allowing William McCray to go in on him to say that he has the high five. But honestly, I'm just going to put the full link to the Official Kingpain's YouTube video in the description box so that you can scroll through it and listen to it for yourself. Because one, CTV is extremely long-winded, and he couldn't just come out and just get to the point. It was just a lot of soliloquy and, you know, analogies and all of this other stuff. And it's like, just say you're pissed off because your mentor allowed William McCray to say you have the high five, and you didn't sit there and defend me like I would, not like I was, but like I have, and continue to come out on my own platform and defend you over and over again. And you couldn't do the same thing for me in public. I just am not surprised, because Larry Reid doesn't care about anybody but himself, about his own selfish desires, all of the money that he's gaining. He strikes me as somebody that was just never popular, and now he's getting notice and recognition and definitely money, so he's flashy, and he's just gross. And you couldn't tell me that raisinette wasn't 65 years old. When I heard somebody say that he was in his early or mid 40s, I said, you have got to be lying. I do not believe that. I don't believe that. He's got to be in his 60s. Because he definitely looks closer to my mama's age. But, look, whatever. They say black don't crack, but it sure sags. And when you ain't living right, it shows some other things too. But, yeah, his mentee is pissed off that he has not come out here and windmill for him like he has been doing for him. Because when all of these people have come out, this mentee has come out and windmilled for Larry Reid against so many people, against his accusers, against Levontrayeandrews, the man who was a young man that Larry Reid allegedly took advantage of. And Larry Reid wanted to come out and say that, well, no, he's lying and I sued him and he was not under the legal age. But Larry Reid has said that he believes that ages 12 and 13 are adults. You don't believe he said that? Listen to this.
To his question, and were the times you performed fellatio only when you were minor, or were you of adult mind? Oh, I was no. That's not at 12, 13 years old. You're adult. But
all right, now listen. If y'all got some cheering, go put them up. Go put them up. Go move out the way. They don't need to be hearing all this grown folk stuff. And y'all know, under normal circumstances, your God don't play all of this. But I want to play it in its originality so we can hear it, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Go put the cheering up. Go put the cheering up. Go put the cheering up. Go put the cheering up.
But have you ever put your penis in a man? Yes, but let me explain. Let me explain. Okay, but why do you explain? What's going on with Boosie? This gonna answer Boosie question. You gonna find out what's going on with Boosie when he's playing. Let me explain. when did you retire? Let me explain. Now, those that follow the platform know my entire story. I've been very open about it.
Well, come on. They don't know your story. We open up here.
From earliest I can remember, and I've said this on how many interviews, the earliest thing I can remember as a child, the first thought is the smell of another man's crotch. Because I was consistently and repeatedly all the way up until 12 years old. Actually, I was just under 13. Over and over of my cousins. Two outside of them, 2 of them were female, but the other 6 were male. And so that happened to me all of my life, all the way up until almost 13 years old.
So what was you smelling crotches happened all your life?
No, I was forced to give fellatio. I was given fellatio.
Okay,
and one of them that was I'm not going to put their name out there because they have a family and everything now. And
you don't need no more lawsuits.
And I was able to talk from over there. I was able to talk to him and kind of find out the same thing was done to him in our family. See, our family is full of priests and prophets and musicians. And I didn't know that was going on in the family. I thought it was just me and a couple of more that told me as I got older. But
so how long? Hold on. How long has it been since you was a former LGBTQ member?
And here's the addendum to his question. And were the times you performed fellatio only when you were minor, or were you of adult mind? Oh, no. That's not at 12, 13 years old. You're adult. But
All right. So you heard that, and excuse the screaming because I got that clip from another YouTube channel. Her name is Alicia Thomas, but you heard Larry Reid. That was actually a panel conversation that Larry Reid was having with some other people, and that video was from another YouTube channel called Tarsha Global. But you heard Larry Reid say, at 12, 13, you're considered an adult. He said that out of his mouth. And he said he was around that age forced to give fellatio to another man. But he also said that his family was filled of pastors and prophets. Look, he is just so contradictory. And look, maybe and now I get where Tasha K got the PPP, pastors, prophets, and pedophiles from, because this is like for Larry Reid, it seems it's like a combo deal. You get a pastor, you get a prophet, and you get a pedophile all wrapped up in one. Because to hear this man say out of his mouth that at 12, 13 you're considered an adult, at around that same age he was forced to give fellatio. But if you were not a child, then were you forced to? Not saying adults are not forced to do things that they don't want to do either. But then we have heard about him doing things with minors, but he's claiming that they were actually of legal age. It's just so many things wrapped up with this man that are just foul and disgusting. And so now that the Mentee has come out to be upset with him, and again, like I said, I'll put the full link in the description box so you can hear him speak. It's a lot, and I didn't really find a clip that I wanted to share without it, being some other commentary, and it was just extremely long-winded. But yeah, I don't say it's forever. I say it's for now, because I believe that Larry Reid is very convincing and coercive to the people that he has had in his back pocket. And like he has said, keeping his hoes happy. That's his thing. That's what he's been saying. That's what he's been singing. And so if his mentee is somebody that he has been fucking, like he loves to say, you know what I mean? Then I'm quite sure that he will come up with some way to try to make this right with the mentee, so that the mentee does not go full assassin on him to try to finish him, because I believe that he had been paying the mentee to come out here and do all of these long-winded videos where he is out here calling Tasha K unhinged with Budweiser K and all the other names that he has given Tasha K when he was windmilling for him when Larry Reid and Tasha K had a falling out, right? And then when the expose was done and the interviews were done with Levontraye and Levontraye's mom and brother, and Larry Reid was doing all of the Patreon videos and the YouTube videos and doing the rounds with other content creators. And I did a breakdown of the conversation that Larry Reid had with Storm Monroe and Armand Wiggins. And now that Armand Wiggins is on TGIF and Fox Soul, TGIF at Fox Soul, and came out to do a video to talk about that, which he put behind his members only, which is fine. I did see some of it. I didn't see the entirety of it, but I heard that Larry Reid jumped in the chat and dropped Armand Wiggins a $500 super chat so that Armand Wiggins would get up and do a twerk session for him. Listen, it's just so much. It really is a lot, and I don't have a lot of hours to put into one piece of content of me talking about this. I'm just going to go ahead and end it here, but I do encourage you, go to the link in the description box, check out the video of officialkingpain's YouTube channel where he's discussing this. You can fast forward through some of it, and I believe at the end of that video is where the Mentee's commentary about being done with Larry Reid is. But again, like I said, I don't believe it's forever. I just believe it's for now. And possibly it was to maybe get the attention of the mentor, Larry Reid, to let him know, look, I'm serious, because maybe there were some, I'm quite sure, I don't want to say maybe, I'm quite sure there was some text conversations or communications between the mentee and Larry Reid, but maybe Larry Reid didn't believe him, so he had to let him know how serious he was by coming out and doing a video. I don't know if the video was done on Instagram or where it was. I don't believe it was on YouTube. But at any rate, let me know your thoughts about all of this. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.
Wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel it. Word is left.